Hello, this video is gonna help you with homework number one. Uh, and yes, kind of we have three parts also. The first part is I'm gonna talking about how to set up the folders. First, let's take a look. Uh, you know, I assume under the course folder, right? I hope everybody has a folder in your own computer for this stat course. And then under this stat course, you gotta have a folder named as homework. And in the homework folder, you have homework number one, and also we're gonna have 2, 3, 4, up to 8. We're gonna have 8 homeworks, okay? And in the homework one folder, we're gonna have a dataset folder. So the datasets are those 4 datasets we downloaded from this website, from the Canvas website. Yes, homework one. So we download this dataset, right? And also, as I explained, we download this RMD file, and also we're gonna download this text file. So the dataset and the RMD file will go to the homework one folder, right? But in the homework one folder, I think is better if you set up a extra folder for datasets, because we have like 4 datasets, right? I think it's kind of messy if you put all the datasets just in the one. Yeah, it's nice to have a subfolder named as datasets, and all the RMD file are gonna be saved in this HW1 folder, and then under HW folder we're gonna save this text file, okay? One from Canvas right here, okay? After we save those files, and then we go to the hand, and in the hand file I create a new file which is the homework one and hand. You just download this one into the homework one folder here, right? Yes, I already put there, okay, right here. Yes, so those are the setup for the folders and files. This is very important. Please follow this way. Please organize your files like this way. Now, the second part, we're talking about the R code mainly. So after, yes, you could just open the RMD file, right, for the hand one, this guy, okay? If you open this one, that's exactly the one we got here, okay? In this hand file, I put almost, okay, all the other R codes necessary for every question there. How can I know the R code? It starts with 3 ticks, right? And then end also with 3 ticks. And at the first 3 ticks, it comes with a bracket with R in it, okay? You can just type from the keyboard if you want, but there is an easier way. Remember on the top of this one, there is a plus, and then you can see here, you just hit R. It will give you this R code chunk automatically, okay? So that's the way you could just put R code in it. And like for the first one, I will explain something which a lot of you guys raised questions about. Is about how to load the dataset. Actually, if you save the datasets like I explained just now, like here, right, in the HW1 folder, you just create a subfolder named as datasets and then put all the data files there. To load the data is very easy. You just use this command here. Okay, use load parentheses with double quote as the, this kind of like what? The folder where you're gonna save this what? Dataset. Okay, this dataset is very interesting. You see this .r data. This is the so-called R workspace file. So we could just use load command to load directly. And this one is a little bit different from the in the R tutorial, right? If you read this R tutorial file, in this file we're talking about how to load Excel file into RStudio. If we want to load the Excel file, you just go to the file and then import the dataset. Pick this one. That's another way, okay? But here, since we have this kind of data sets, right? You can just use load. This, I think, is even easier, okay? Just do it. And then after you load this file, you could use this view function to take a look at the data set in the data view window. For example, if you hit this green button, run it, right? Okay, let's just do this one. We just want to run these two lines, right? You just highlight these two lines and then go to the run and then hit select lines. Now you can see this data set nursing.home is shown in the this is called a data view window. Okay, you can see this data set has two variables. One variable is called state, the other variable is called resident. Okay, how many states? Here we show 51. Okay, right? Now you can close it. So yes, this view, be careful, this V is capitalized. Okay, if V is not capitalized, it's not gonna work. Alright, now use these two commands, right? Some of you may already know it. This command just tells us which state has the smallest residence, and which max means which state has the what? Largest residence. So basically, just this one just tells us the row number of the state. If you run it, you can see it, right? 12 and 42. Okay, that means the 12th row of the. Okay, it's this guy just now. Okay, let's just go back to review again. Right? So 12 is like this one. You see here is Hawaii with the residence as 13.6. Okay, residence is a variable. It has a definition. You go check how that is defined. And also 42. 42 is South Dakota with this number. Okay, so this just tells us, all right. And if we want to know the state name of which has the largest residence and the smallest residence, this command will give us that. Okay, right? So if you run these two, you say Hawaii and South Dakota. And then if we want to know the largest number of residents and the smallest number of residents, we just get the minimum of the residents, the maximum of residents, if you do it right here. Okay. You run it here. You'll give us 13.16 is the largest, smallest number. 74.9 is the largest number. Alright, so we could run this code line by line. You highlight and then just go to run, right? You just run selected lines. Also, we could just run this whole thing. You just hit this guy. And if you run the whole thing, you can see the data set in the view window. Also, you could see the results for all the stuff. You see how nice this one is. So, and next we're gonna say something about after you run the R code, see these results, right? You're gonna say something to answer the question. Several of you guys ask me how to just type in your own answer. I have to say there are two ways to do it. One way here, you could just put as what? I think the easiest way is just use a dash and then space and then put whatever you want to say here. Okay, right? For example, like here I say Hawaii has the smallest number of nursing home residents per 1,000 population of 65 years age, right? And over, while South Dakota has the largest. Okay, what does it mean? It means for every 1,000 population of 65 years old and over, number of nursing homes for Hawaii is 13.6. For South Dakota is 74.9. Yes, you just put a dash in the front, and then there's a space between the first letter of your first word. Okay, and also there's another way, because if you want to just distinguish from the rest of the text, you can use color. Use this command. Text color, for example, first time I pick a blue, and then you use brackets to include all the text you want to highlight as the blue color. The same thing, you can replace the blue with red. So if we do that, then now if we just knit the PDF, let's see what we got. Yes, so the PDF file is generated. Okay, now let's take a look. Right, you see this is blue and this is red and this is kind of like a bullet, right? Okay, yes, which way you prefer, that's really up to you. Excuse me. One of you asked me the question, is that okay if we just put this dash as the hashtag sign? Yes, but if you do this, then this hashtag actually in the R Studio, it has a meaning. It means that whenever you put a hashtag, that means this text after the hashtag is gonna be the title of the section. And if you put two hashtag, that's the title of what? You can see they are highlighted as blue, right? Of the subsection. And then if you put a 3, that's a what? Title of the subsections. For example, like our question, I put the 3 hashtag in the front. That means it's kind of like a little subsection, Okay, so I would not recommend you do it. Okay, so if you do this, that will make this part too big, because the title, most of the time titles are bold and with a bigger size. So you don't need to, so just use the dash would be it. The third question I would like to answer is, some of you say, how can I generate the for example, the graphs? For example, like here, the box plot. First of all, the same thing with the R code, right? You see 3 ticks with the R and also 3 ticks in the end. And then you put the code, R code into it. For example, like this one, I just generate a box plot. So after you finish this code, you run knit to PDF, right, as I did just now. Now you take a look. This graph will be built in automatically in the PDF file. You don't need to do anything at all. This is very nice. I think this is the part I like the R Studio the most. When I first got to use R like a decade ago, yeah, maybe more than a decade ago. Okay, so Back then, we do not have the RStudio. We have to do what? We have to do, for example, like here, we create a graph, right? And then we export the graph. And then we copy this one image. And then we have to create a Word file and then paste this file into it. And then save the Word file back to PDF file. That's a lot of work. And now with the RStudio, you don't need to do it. You just put the code in and then knit the PDF. Everything will be there. Is that so nice, right? Okay. And the same thing, you can see this figure right here, another one. Okay. So I give you almost every question to R code. Whenever I think it's necessary, I will give you that. So for example, how to load another data set right there. Okay. And this one. Okay. Hopefully this video will help you a little bit about your homework 1. Yeah, I know it's not easy to start a new journey. Okay, for most of us, this is our first time to use R and RStudio. As I said at the very beginning, I will try my best to help. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye.